The proof is in the pudding.
Each semester, ECU journalism students learn the basics of video production quickly, and Professor Glenn Hubbard says he likes it that way.
I want people to transition mentally from thinking of themselves as consumers of media to thinking of themselves as producers of media. And this is not the only class where you do that. This whole School of Communication, the whole journalism program is all about that. But I think this is kind of a pivotal moment for that in the journalism curriculum. Because it for some people, not all of course, but for some people this really is the first time that they start thinking of themselves not as someone who likes to watch TV, but as someone who makes TV.
Hubbard says he likes teaching a hands-on course where students learn to make professional quality finished products because there's no doubt the learning experience is effective.
That it's an experience. It's a process that people go through. Again, creating a mental mindset change, but also coming to realize that they can do things that they didn't A, know they could do, B, maybe didn't even know what were, for some people come into this class not even knowing really quite what video editing is. And then a few weeks into the class, they're doing video editing and doing it well.
Students say the class is challenging but worthwhile.
I really like hands-on activities, so this is why I love this class, is because I don't get bored easily, and I feel like I've learned so much more here because I feel like I listen more in here, honestly, and in the lecture halls I just tune out a lot of it, or because I feel like in the other lecture halls in the journalism department, we've already learned a lot of it, and it's repeat, and Hubbard's never repeated anything.
Kayla Godwin is an ECU journalism graduate now working on a master's degree. She's Hubbard's teaching assistant this year.
I mean, I guess being a TA, you're partly in control, and as a student, I don't have any specific work to do for this class. I do things outside of class, like inter-class grades, and sometimes help Hubbard set up for final, for the live shots.
Godwin says the class is a good experience both for undergraduate students and for her.
It's interesting to be a TA for this class because I've taken it before. And I've been a TA for this class, I think I've gone through 3 or 4 now. So I've seen a lot of progress even in a couple of years in students and the dynamics of different classes and how one class, just differs from the other completely, and it's shocking.
The learning curve is steep, but that means moving on to real news stories soon.
I feel like whether I'm in front of the camera or behind the camera in this class, it's going to help either way because I've learned both.
Next week, the students will be pitching their own story ideas, getting ready to produce award-winning work, and they say they're ready.
I like the way he treats his students, and he treats you like you're an adult and that you're a professional, and I like that.
I like to think that people, through the process of gathering news in this way and figuring out how to tell stories effectively in this way, I like to think that you will become more versed in storytelling in general, and maybe more appreciative of good storytelling. I like to think that you will develop maybe even if all goes really well, develop a love for storytelling through the use of, in this case, electronic gizmos.
I'm Professor McBald reporting.